Hello, everybody. It is Matt and it is Fiendish Friday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I know I'm here an awful lot, but I have an awful lot on my plate to review. And one last little tidbit of information. Check out the description box. I give you a bigger bite of every single movie of every single day. Today I give you your brief synopsis, starring cast, director, runtime of the cut I am watching, a link for where you can purchase this one, and if you decide, you can help support Matt's Movie Mania and toss me a couple of bucks. So with all that said in mind and all that out of the way, let's roll on to the film of the day. And today's is a very interesting one. It is my first in the world of Fabrizio Spurio. I'm a Spurio, I believe that's how it's pronounced. I'm sorry, Fabrizio, if I mispronounced it. This would be the 2023 film that is just released by Toxic Filth Films. It is none other than Anubis. What an interesting film. This one runs at about an hour and 19 minutes. Of course, it's not rated. I was unable to get you a link for a trailer because there isn't any, not unless there is one on the Toxic Filth website that I gave you the link for. There might be one on there. I didn't double check. I should have. But either way, that's neither here nor there. Now, what exactly is Anubis about? I'm not 100% sure because this movie is all 100% in Italian. My Italian is not good at all. I know a few words, but it is very, very, very little. And there's zero subtitles. So I found myself having to kind of guess a lot and fill in the blanks on my own. And basically it starts out with somebody, you don't know who it is exactly. They are wandering around through a jungle. They come across a tree that has these giant leaves on it, and they find an Anubis statue, which is very cool looking. I think the statue's neat. I would like one for my own house. I think it'd be a cool decoration. But that's neither here nor there. So you fast forward it a little bit, and you have this older woman who is basically a cougar in my eyes. She's a good-looking woman, but she is much older than I am. I'm believing. I'm guessing she's probably in her 50s or 60s. But either way, she looks great for her age. But it goes to her having I'm guessing a model of some sorts. They're doing all these sultry poses and tawdry pictures of her that are really interesting and kind of nice. Granted, there is I don't remember really any nudity throughout it, so you don't have that to look forward to if that's what you're looking for. If that's what you're looking for, you're not gonna find it here. You're gonna find cool gore though. And then you fast forward it a little bit further. There is a girl that gets there's a really cool death that involves this hook that is screwed into like a rod of some sorts, or a pole or something along those lines, and the girl is killed. It is really cool. I can't remember exactly if that's the pregnant girl, but there is a pregnant girl as well that is killed, and he grabs the belly and squeezes the stomach and shakes it around as hard as he can to kind of destroy the fetus on the inside. It's kind of fucked up, I'm not gonna lie, but it was cool, you know, for a horror film. Um, and then you got um, other deaths throughout this that are also really cool. There's not a high body count. I think there's only like 4 or 5 people in this that are killed. So it's got a pretty low body count, and one of those is a suicide, by the way, which is our lovely cougar. By the way, she is somewhat possessed by this Anubis statue, it seems like, and it's forcing her to kind of be this different person. All the while, you have somebody going around with black gloves on, killing our victims in a nice, cool giallo style. Reminds me a lot of a Deep Red from Dario Argento. I really, as a modern day giallo, I really like this. I think it fits perfect. The last good giallo that was modern that I liked was The Old Man in the Rocking Chair, which, if you have an opportunity to check that out, it's 100% for free on YouTube to watch. Check that bad bitch out. It is freaking dope. But this one is really cool as well. I really enjoyed this. I just wish it had subtitles. That's my only real complaint about this movie. I feel like it runs at a great run time of that 1 hour and 19 minutes. It does not overstay its welcome. I feel like you get enough footage in through that hour and 19 minutes as well, to the point to where you feel like you have enough. Sure, I wish there was more death in this, but that's every movie. There's not enough kills in every movie, not unless it's Dead Alive or Premutos. Those two have like the most amazing body counts of all time. Both of them boast over 200 counts a piece. I think Premutos has 226, if memory serves me. A lot of people. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Now on to the 3 things that I love my movies to meet. Audio is kind of rough in this, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it was just the copy I watched on, because I had to stream a copy off of YouTube through Jason's channel, which by the way, it's not published. It's you have to pay to watch this movie. And you should pay to watch it. It's well worth it. But maybe it was the copy on there. It was a little rough. The audio was up and down all over the place. There was moments where it was loud enough to where I could or at least hear the dialogue, and then there's moments where it was so quiet you could hear a mouse fart. So I had to turn up the volume up and down a lot through this movie, because the sound score, the sound effects, all of that kind of stuff is really loud. So it kind of has that Hollywood complex going, where they don't know how to do dialogue on a louder level, but turn down the volumes of the sound score a little bit, because sometimes that can really hinder a film, in my opinion. So I'm gonna give it a C on that. It's probably my lowest score I've ever given on an audio wise. It just didn't work for me. That was my biggest disappointment. I feel like it could have worked a lot better in many aspects. Now on to dialogue. Dialogue, I'm not going to give a great score again because I can't understand Italian. There's no subtitles going on here. I would love to know what was being said because it seemed like there was some interesting things going on because there is a lot of dialogue in this film. So I'm not going to give it a complete bad score because of the fact I couldn't understand it. I'm going to give it a B, mostly because there was so much dialogue that I feel like if I were to understand it, I think it would jump it up to that A, maybe even an A plus. So maybe next time when we get another release for Anubis, maybe we can get some subtitles rolling. I think that would be really great. On to editing. Editing is very good in this. It is where the creme de la creme is when it comes to this film. It is put together in such a smooth fashion that it always has a forward momentum, a nice pace. It never gets dull. Unlike me, I get dull all the time. But it never gets dull or loses its momentum, and it's constantly making you guess what's going to happen next. And I like films that give you that level of commitment to where you're like, I wonder what's going to happen next, or like, I think this is what's going to happen next. But it's very interesting, and I really like it. And now on to my final, or I'm going to give it an A on the editing. Now on to my final score of 1 through 5. I'm going to give this thing a solid 3.5 out of 5. It could have been a 4. I think the only thing that's holding it back is the subtitles. That's my only problem. I think it would have probably jumped it up a much further. I'm eventually going to review Vanity and Carne. I have both of those from him as well. I know Vanity has subtitles. I'm not sure if Carne does. I hope it does. I really do. Because it doesn't ruin the movie, but it really affects it if you don't know what is going on 100%. I know there are certain films out there that you can watch without subtitles and just get along with the ride. Stuff like Das Como Brutal Duel. That's a perfect one in my opinion. You could throw that in without subtitles and I'd be okay. But either way, I'm going to get the hell out of here. I'll be back at you on Sunday with yet another review from Toxic Filth. It will be one that is not yet released yet. So I wanted to save that one for last. It will be one of their future releases. I'm not exactly sure when Jason will be releasing it. I believe it's called The Last Letter or Lost Letter or something along those lines. I'm really looking forward to it. Alright guys, love your faces, and as always, peace.